welcome to another episode of Speaking into the Abyss. I'm your host, Des, and that is your other host.
Jess.
Hi, Jess.
Hello, Des.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Awesome to hear. Awesome to hear.
Yeah, let's see. I just got a hamster, so I was spending time with my hamster today.
Yay. How exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like since I got my hamster, I've been spending a lot of time with my hamster.
That's
But
good. I
like,
would hope so.
she's not spending time with me, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm just like in her vicinity.
yeah. It's an adjustment period.
Yeah, definitely. I don't even think the dogs really notice it either.
Yeah. I
Um,
think because she's so small.
yeah, she was like running on her wheel, and they kind of like
It's because you got
started
like the
listening.
silent one.
Yeah, they started
don't-
like,
They're
what's
like, what
that?
is that?
But they didn't really like
Yeah.
trip, so that was good.
Yeah.
She's a little goofy. She's cute. She's little eyebrows.
Cute.
She's oh my god, so soft. I love these. I love hamsters. They're so sweet. Um, so yeah, I've just been like freaking obsessing over hamsters and hamster related things lately.
Nice. Yes.
I just like use all my money for my hamster at this point.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah. But what about you? What have you been up to lately?
Well, working, and then me and you went to a show on Saturday night. Yes,
I think so. Yeah, it was super cool. They
it
were
was
like
a
really
lot of
cool.
fun. We saw two groups. We saw Michael Motorcycle,
We're
which
there
is
from the Bay.
yes, and a band called Night Rooms, with two of my friends are in, and
it was sick.
yes, it was so sick. Everyone locally really showed out for them, and I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It was super, super cool. Michael Motorcycle were cool. They're like indie bands. They're like
Yes.
kind of chiller vibes. There's a little bit fast songs.
Yeah, you left a little bit earlier
Yeah.
because you were tired.
I was so fucking tired. My legs hurt. My feet hurt. I was like, goodbye.
Yeah, and like
Goodbye.
I started like right after you left, after they finished that song, Night Rooms finished that song, then it just picked up and everyone was dancing and grooving. I was like, oh, how cool, how fun.
They exploded and they were jumping all over the place.
Literally, the place was jumping.
They were hitting the nene.
That
the
would
quan.
be so funny. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they were nice. Everything was really nice. Area is cool.
And you're super lovely and got us some merch from Michael Motorcycle.
We got some shirts. You got one with like a little monkey on it, right? It was a little monkey.
Yeah, a little monkey.
And then mine is just like this sun with an eye in it or whatever. But it's cool. I've been using it as a sleep shirt. Yeah, they were cool. They were nice people too. We got to talk to them after that. Who sold us the merch? We followed them on Instagram. They said they'll probably be back through eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. It was cool seeing everybody's talent.
Yeah.
On there on the stage. And I think that's like one of the best things about seeing like smaller bands or like bands that are not blown up, if you will.
Yes.
Because like you can really see like the focus and the like, I guess, care for the thing, the show that they're putting on. Not that large celebrities or large artists don't do that, but it's obviously like more intimate when it's a smaller band.
Yes.
And I think it's really cool because you can see like the different personalities. It's not like on Michael Motorcycle, there's like one dude just in the corner vibing, like playing his guitar, and then the one guitarist and the singer slash bassist.
Yeah.
Is he a bassist?
I don't know. I don't know about the
I
strings.
can't remember which one had what, but they were like, more interactive with the crowd, like talking and with each other. And then the drummer was like a singer, but he didn't really like talk to anybody, but he was so good. And then your friend's band, what was it again? Night Rooms.
Yeah.
Night Rooms was super cool. Everyone's very talented. It is lit. It was definitely a lit show.
Lot of fun. I know one of my favorite
Small venue.
parts was like when Michael Motorcycle was playing, and like the guy in the corner that was vibing. I forgot his name, but like not the drummer, the other guy.
The
If you
other
guys were there and
guitarist.
you hear this. And then like him and I think Mike made eye contact, and they both just like smiled at each other so big, and then they just started shredding.
And
I
he
like,
was killing it. Like
how
he was
cool.
absolutely killing it.
Yes.
Literally, in my opinion, of the performances I saw, he did the best, like, of the entirety of the two
Yeah.
bands. Like, he was just like so, not everyone was really good, but like he was just like so into what the fuck he was doing. It was just
Yes.
like, and it showed. It was like he was really good, really talented. Yeah, that was super fun.
Yeah, I thought
Super
it was
fun.
like really like cool to see people's like focus face when
Yeah.
they're just like so in the zone.
Sometimes his tongue was like sticking out while he's
Yeah.
playing.
Well, and it's like I remember in school, like one of my friends, like every time they would do hair, they'd get like this look, like this, like the eyebrows are a little wavy and the eyes are just like a little squinted, and they're just like so focused.
Yeah.
Like, you good? And they're like, yeah, why?
Yeah, they're
you just
hyper focused.
you just vibe, and they're like, oh yeah, I was just really in it.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, and then what else? Excuse me, I'm tired. We're gonna go see a movie tonight.
Yes, we are. What movie are we gonna watch?
What is it called? Bring Her Back.
Yes,
think
and I
is
know
what it's
nothing about it, so
Yeah, I
I'm
think it's just
excited.
a scary movie. I think it has something to do
No, yeah,
with
don't
like.
tell me.
Okay, cover your ears. I'm gonna tell the podcast
hold
then.
on.
Jesus.
I'm gonna be going. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Literally, it's a horror movie, and it's about like, I don't know, ghosts maybe, or like maybe like possession or something. If I had to guess, I would say that it's probably about someone wanting to use someone else's body to bring someone back. But the trailer wasn't really like expletive in that way, I guess. Like, it didn't really tell you anything, I feel like. But unless I just wasn't paying attention or something. But it was good. The trailer seemed good, and that's why I wanted to go watch it.
Crazy, like that when you cover your ears, you really can't like hear stuff. Like, you know, if it's quiet enough. I was just making kisses at Ellie, so I just heard, and then I just saw you going. You sounded like.
That's funny.
We also can save your lives if we see you collapse now.
Yeah, we're CPR certified, homeboys.
Yes.
When women and children. Men, women, and children.
And these and them alsos.
We got you.
Non-binaries alsos.
It's literally what I told my mom. I was like, we can save men, women, and children, and theys.
Nice.
That's
nice.
But that's
yeah. And the class was super cool. It was
so we were taught by like a comedian, I think, or something. Dude, she was so funny.
She was hilarious.
She was very funny. And she's very nice. She's so nice.
Yeah, she's such a sweetheart. I swear, like I was telling Des, like, wow, I just feel like that's like me when I'm older vibes. And she's like, not now. And I was like, yeah, obviously now too, but definitely I feel like I'm like that, just hilarious. So sweet and cute looking, like nice hair, just like good vibes.
She was really cool. She was very chill. We gave her some podcast stickers, and she gave us an extra like
little face shield
for in case we ever need to save somebody, which hopefully we never do, but in the case that we have to, at least we have those.
Yeah, we're prepared.
Yeah. It's not Jess and I's first time either, but it's just been a second.
Yeah, I was just renewing mine.
We just needed to renew. So that's cool. I would do a class with her again. She seemed very nice. Do you remember what her business was?
Yes, it is. I was actually just looking at it's on the face shield.
Yep.
It is Less Stress EMS LLC. She is in Reno area if you guys want to take a class from her. They got
if your
like
business needs
on-site
classes,
locations.
yeah, on site, she'll
Uh,
travel.
yes. And her name was Mary, super
Mm.
sweet.
Yeah, shout out Mary. She was
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
Super
I'm
cool.
definitely leaving her a great review on her little website.
Yeah. I've been taught by like teams usually, not just one person, and
Interesting, yeah.
it's cool, especially for larger groups, you know, because then it's like more attention for the larger group or whatever. But when it was a small group like that, which I've never been in a small group
Yeah,
like that.
and it was actually supposed to be at least 6, but then stuff got moved around with people and different shifts and stuff.
Yeah, there's just 2 people basically missing from our group, which is not, it's fine because they were just went to a different time slot. So it's not like they didn't do it. They just weren't doing it on the same time slot as us. So they still got their CPR certification as well. But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I usually do my CPR always with Sherry Ralph, Sherry and her husband Jason, I believe. I love her. She's sweet. She's been doing my CPR since I was like,
is that the name
15.
of the company?
Yeah, certified CPR.
Oh, you didn't say that. You just said their name.
No, I said from certified CPR. I thought.
Oh, I didn't remember you saying that.
At the beginning. Hold on.
Pause.
Okay, apparently I didn't. Sorry, guys.
As you know,
I'm always tired. No, you know why I know I'm tired? All day yesterday and today. No, that was still today. I've been like at work. I kept trying to say stuff, and I kept saying like words completely wrong. I should say my coworker's name. Let's say their name was like Jill, and I was like, yeah, what is Hill? And I'm like, wait, what? And then like, I don't know, I've just been trying to say stuff and it's not been coming out right. My mind's kind of like
blumbled. Dang.
Yeah. So
that's fucked.
Yeah, I don't know, adjusting maybe because I haven't been sleeping. I don't know.
Probably because you haven't been sleeping. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And the adjustment.
What adjustment?
From night shift to day shift.
I feel like you've been doing it a little bit like long enough.
It's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah, I feel like that's long enough, but
no,
I guess
like
not.
About 2 months, and then like
I was fine when I readjusted. I thought you had adjusted fast because it's like
I feel like my body's really meant for the nights. I don't know. And then as soon as I get adjusted, I'm gonna have to switch back. So
yeah,
because I feel like actually when I first like switched to night shift, it was a super easy like adjustment for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, just nice. But yeah. Yesterday after the CPR class, we got some In-N-Out.
Yum.
Super delish.
So delicious. Scrumdilly. The line was like way short. Awesome.
Always a good time.
Always a good time. Dude, I was thinking though, because like without it being TMI, I just feel like maybe I need to cut down on the chopped chilies on my In-N-Out. Like I've been eating so much spicy food, and then like it does not always agree with me.
Yeah, I cannot relate because you know.
Yeah, you don't like spice. Yeah, but I have not had these issues before. Now it just maybe it's my age. Like I'm getting older, so my body's like, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
who knows? But yeah, I think I gotta chill out with the spice. It's kind of messing me up. But still delicious. Mustard fried, yum. What do you get? Animal fries?
Yep, animal fries, double.
Every time, dude, more and more lately, every time I talk about In-N-Out with somebody, they talk about that protein style. And I'm like, it's so interesting how many people actually eat that version of it. Not that it's bad or anything, but like I didn't realize how popular it was.
Oh yeah, definitely, because I feel like a lot of my friends that eat them are gym bros or gym girlies.
Oh yeah, these aren't that.
And they love In-N-Out, but you know, protein stuff because it cuts out like so many calories.
Oh, I thought it would be like the sugar or something from the bread.
Oh no, it's usually the calorie deficit. And they're not bad. I don't mind them, but they're just so juicy. They get everywhere. They're so messy. But they're not bad. They're not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt it's hard to assume that it would be
You haven't
bad.
had one before?
No, it doesn't call to me like that, but I don't assume it would be bad because the only difference is that it's not bun.
Yeah, that's not good for some people. Some people cannot eat without their bun.
Yeah, but I'm
And
not
like
some
especially
people, I
like
guess, because that just
I'm
it
like
doesn't seem that
especially like
different.
people that just get them plain and because they don't like the lettuce and stuff, so then it'd be hard for them to get their
But if you like tomato, they have a
protein from.
tomato version of that.
But if you don't like both.
Well, I'm just saying, if you
Yeah,
did like
yeah.
tomato, there's a tomato version of that, so that's cool. That In-N-Out has all these like little different things you can do to like personalize your burgers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm not a fan of their fries at all. I think they have some of the worst fries. But that's just mine and other people's opinion, I guess. Because I know I don't like onions, so the animal style fries are just like not a vibe for me
Mm-hmm.
either. But I just feel like their potatoes always feel like they're not good. I don't know, like the texture is weird or something.
I don't know. I usually don't like the regular ones, but I do like them animal style. I used to get them without onions all the time.
Yeah, no.
They're okay. So good. I prefer them soggy. The soggier, the better. I love me a soggy
God.
fry.
I almost vomited in my mouth when he said
Dude,
that. That sounded so gross. I don't know why. That sounded so fucked up.
soggy fries? Yum.
Just kidding.
Yum. Dude, I can't wait for the future till someone creates a
Only
fry
soggy.
like a fry sorter to sort hard, regular, and soggy. I'd be like, extra soggy, please.
Imagine someone being like extra hard. Like that sounds fucked too. Extra hard fries.
Well, just well done.
Which is what
The
I feel like their fries are. I feel like their
the
fries are more on the hard side than they are on the
I
soggy
don't
side.
know because a lot of the people that I go with have to ask them to be well done because I don't like how soggy they are. And then when they get well done, they are really crunchy. I'll eat them both way. I'll eat them all the ways.
I like shoestring.
They don't got those there
I know. That's why they suck. In the fry department.
in the fry
In
department.
the fry department. Burger department, they're pretty good. They're pretty elite. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
The rehearsal is over, or this last season just ended not so long ago. And my friend messaged me and she was like, "Have you seen it? It made me cry." And I was like, "Yeah." And like it didn't make me cry, but like I totally get why it made her cry. Like it's such a vibe, and if you've never watched the rehearsal, please go watch it. It's like just so good. And this latest season is like as funny as these things are, like they're also real. And he's like been on the news and he's calling like the airline like safety people, whatever the fuck they're called, like idiots or stupid because they're trying to insinuate that he doesn't know what he's talking about, but he's literally have so much proof in this season, like about exactly what he's trying to talk about and like change. And he was like at a baseball game. So in the season, he like becomes a pilot and then he has to become a Boeing whatever plane number pilot, which is like the largest plane you can fly. And he does it. He literally does it so he can prove like, okay, now that I'm a pilot, like maybe they'll take me more seriously about this issue, which if you watch the show, it's about communication in the cockpit. And he's like at a baseball game in real life, like not too long ago, and they put his picture up on the screen, and it said Nathan Fielder, comedian slash Boeing 355 or whatever
Yeah.
pilot. And I think that's so funny because it's like, no, yeah, like he did do that. He is a fucking pilot, and it was all for a purpose. And like, I hope that in some way they take it seriously. But it was kind of like this pretty good ending, really good, like not good ending in the sense that like a lot was accomplished from it, but good ending in that everyone's talking about it. Because like I don't know, I've been watching the show and Nathan Fielder for a while now, and this season has really blown up, like in media and in the news and stuff like that. People are really like talking about, is this an issue because of all the plane crashes and stuff like that lately. People are like, oh, like maybe he has a really good point, and like Yeah, he does have a really good point. He's put all this like data and information and background into this. Like he definitely has an idea of what he's talking about. So I think it's like a really good season, and I think it's one of those seasons that more and more people are going to be able to get into if you weren't able to get into him in the past, because it's as much as it's serious, it's still funny, and he's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely check it out. Check it out.
Nice. Nice. We went to the jacuzzi.
We go to the jacuzzi a lot.
We do. We be coozing it
We be
up.
coozing it up, bro. Sometimes I feel like we're the only ones who ever
It's
koozie.
crazy, yeah. Which
Hey, it's a
that's our come
blessing.
up.
I was gonna say it's a blessing. Um, yeah, I don't know. I low key kind of wish they had like you could open the window or something, just so
Yeah.
it didn't feel so stuffy. Also,
Yeah.
but it's still nice. It's fine. The pool's open, so we'll be going swimming soon.
Yes, yes.
It's about that time, y'all. It's that season for swimming in the beach. If you are local to us, just know that the lake is fucking freezing. Like the beaches are freezing right now. The water, not this like sun, but the water is freezing because it's still like the melted stuff. So it's like
Yeah, I
cold.
feel like most of our lakes are always cold anyways.
There's like a good moment in time, like in the summer months where like if you go right then, it's not that bad.
When it
But when
when
it first melts and the snow first melts, bro, good luck. At least for I can't do cold water, so you know how I
you
am.
don't just like
Nope,
plunge
nope,
yourself.
nope. I refuse. I'll fucking lock up and like drown probably if I did that. I'll stick my feet in, or like I'll be brave enough to get to a rock to sunbathe on it, but I'm not. If
You're
it's cold, I won't get in.
what
No,
crazy.
no. My
Do you
partner
like
though, he loves swimming no matter what. He'll
yeah,
go in there for a
as
little
soon as I
bit.
get to the lake, 7 a.m., just first plunge
Ew,
in. First
no.
plunge in.
That sounds horrible on my
It's
body.
only cold for like a second and then you're just chilling. So nice all day.
That's what everyone says, and then you do it, and then you're fucking shivering in the water. No,
Yeah, I feel like there's
disagree.
very little people, like little groups of people that have that.
I think it's the opposite. I think there's more people who probably feel cold in cold water than there are people who are like, oh, this cold water, I've gotten used to it.
I swear it's only like a few minutes and then you're like, Do you ever take cold
Few
showers?
minutes.
You ever
I
take cold
mean,
shower?
sometimes
Like
in really
freezing?
hot days, on really, really hot
Like just like
days.
freezing. You never wake up in the morning. You never woken up
Nope.
and taken a cold shower.
No, that doesn't sound pleasing
It
at
wakes you up
all.
so quick.
A hot shower wakes me up too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I've never
crazy.
needed to freeze my ass off in order to wake up though.
No, I was just doing it like the cold showers
No.
for your well-being.
What does it do for you?
Let me
Well,
I don't
you don't.
remember off of the top of my head.
Well, I thought if
But
you're doing it, you would know what it
I
was
haven't done
for.
it in like a few years.
Yeah, no, that sounds horrible to me anyway, and
Yeah.
my achy
But
body.
it's like
Every time I'm
s-
in cold, I'm not
it's like
uncomfortable.
kind of like an alternative to like a cold plunge. Like you're not
Mm.
plunging your whole body, but it's some of the same benefits. It's freezing. I swear those are the fastest showers I take though. Be like
Because you're like trying to get out.
so you control your breathing and then like after you breathe a certain way, it like you regulate your body temperature pretty quick. So it's not like
Wait, what do you
too,
mean?
it's I don't even remember off of the top of my head. I'm out of practice, guys. I could spit facts before. Benefits of freezing bread. This is what Google says. Benefits of freezing bread. Credit rice, eggs, blueberries, cooked rice before eating, your eggs, and carbs. Top searches on
Okay.
Google.
Google's so interesting.
Yes, it is. Oh, that's
That's
what
why
we
I like
should look
Google
up.
Trends.
What's Google Trends?
That Google thing you can look at where you like search up a term or search up a whatever, and then it tells you from the past whatever amount of years up to the present how many times it's been searched and what months it was like the most.
Yeah. Okay, here's the AI overview. Cold showers, also known as cold hydrotherapy, involve exposing the body to water colder than typical body temperature. While the research is ongoing, studies suggest potential benefits. It has potential benefits for both physical and mental health, improve circulation, reduce inflammation and muscle soreness, enhance immune system, mood improvement, increase alertness, relief from pain, potential for enhanced metabolism.
Because you're shaking, bruh. You're fucking shaking and trembling, so your body's like, oh, digest. That's so literally what happens when you freeze. Your body starts like going into hyperdrive. But I guess, hey, do what y'all want to do. If you want to freeze up, freeze up. Hey, I'm not gonna stop you, but it ain't gonna be me. It ain't gonna be me.
Ain't gonna be Des. Don't invite her to the cold plunge.
Stuff like that. Fuck no. Stuff like that though does remind me of like other countries that put their babies out in the snow to sleep and stuff like that. To like I don't know what it's for. I think it's like because they typically have colder climates anyway, so I don't know if it's like an adjustment thing, like so their babies grow up being used to the cold, or if it's like that thing said like immunity. I don't know, because it also says it's still being studied and it's not necessarily 100% true. So I don't necessarily know why these places do them, but I think it's interesting that they do them because they've been doing it for generationally, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Their babies are cool. I seen a video of like a little baby this lady walks up and you can't even tell it's a baby in there because it's like covered in snow. It's like a little stroller or something.
Yeah.
And then she like lifts this like little part and his little baby nose in there. And you're like, oh, snap.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's cool.
Very cool. Also, I saw this video about people testing the best bug sprays, and people
you were saying
they go and they get bit by obviously mosquitoes that don't have any diseases or infections, and they spray a bunch of bug spray. Stuff with DEET at least 25% is a green light.
25% what?
DEET. Yes.
DEET.
And they said to stay away from the natural stuff. Anything natural that has like the eucalyptus lemon or whatever. Not good.
People be like, burn a lemon outside.
Yeah. But they did like the two like top contenders was Ben tick and insect repellent wipes. And their insect repellent wilderness formula pump scored a 95 and the wipe scored a 96.
Ooh,
but yeah,
the idea of wipe sounds good
instead of the spray.
Yeah, like I've never even tried a wipe version of stuff like that.
That's true.
But I was just at the store and I was thinking about you kind of telling me that, and I was like, "What was the thing she said? What was the thing I gotta look for?" And I could not think of it.
And then also, they in their studies they were doing, they noticed that like the same repellents that also worked for ticks as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's so awesome.
Good to know.
That is super good to know. If you ever go camping or you traveled it and you don't know what kind of like, because like here, we don't really have to worry about ticks.
Yeah.
But obviously California and our neighboring states and stuff like that do have ticks that we have to worry about. So it's like if you ever travel and stuff like that, you go camping, that's a really good thing to know. DEET.
Yeah.
DEET. DEET.
She wants her nail cut.
She just had them cut. She just likes to chew her nails.
She wants them all the way off. Ellie's like, I wish I had no nails. That's crazy.
I feel like chewing them.
And then I saw a clip earlier today about, it was on CBS Mornings, and it's the news guy. He's talking about if they had heard about the story about the bad trip that these three guys had in the mountain. And so they went to where did they go? I don't know where they went. The Adirondacks.
What?
The Adirondacks?
I've never heard of that. Sorry.
I don't know where it is either.
Oh, okay.
But so they went up, these three friends, and they ate mushrooms. And like, the two were ahead, and they started tripping. So then they called the police, and were like, "Our friend's dead. Our friend's dead." And then like the other dude called the police and was like, "We're lost. We're lost." And then so basically like the park rangers or whatever go out and find them and guide them back to camp.
That's crazy.
But then yeah, it was just funny. And then like the news anchors are like, oh yeah, well you know what that means, and then the guy's like, don't go hiking, and then they laughed at him. They're like, no, like not don't eat mushrooms, and then the other one's like, no, eat them at home. And I was like, I
Yeah,
just thought that was funny.
that is funny.
I was like, how crazy.
That reminds me of that story of people talking about when they went hiking in this one area. I think, don't quote me, but I think it was in like what is that called in Arizona? The Grand Canyon. That's Arizona, right?
I think so.
Girl, I don't know. Anyway, the Grand Canyon or something similar, like those kinds of like holes and like long ways and stuff like that. It was like all these people went camping, and then one of them like smelled this flower, dude,
Arizona.
and then lost their fucking mind. Like they didn't even know they didn't even know it until like a couple minutes later they just like started hallucinating and like they got lost from the other people, and then when the people finally found them, they were like super sick. They were like throwing up and there was like a weird color. It's just like whatever that flower was, because they couldn't even find it. No one knows what it is, but there's multiple stories of people just like sniffing this random flower and fucking up their mind, like screaming and crying and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So don't stop and smell the flowers all the time, I guess, because it might be bad. But yeah, stuff like that's scary, I think. The idea that you think like you're lost or like that your friend's dead, like, and he's really like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I also wonder like what their dose of mushrooms. Let's get these guys on the podcast.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, tell us.
If in the off chance this is you, hit us up.
Let us know.
Yell into the abyss. Yeah, it'd just be interesting to know like what dose they took. Was it their first time? Was it like, I don't know, sometimes like I think sometimes people don't realize that people haven't done drugs. Sometimes like I feel like sometimes I've definitely heard stories where like people will give people like too many drugs or like too high of a dose for this person because it's like what they take, and like those people have never even taken this or tried this like hallucinogen or whatever, and they just have like a terrible time. And you know, like stuff like that you got to be really careful about. Like you like talk to like, you know, your doctor, like figure out like if you got any like brain stuff going on, because a lot of time your brain chemistry really like can get messed up depending on like what you do. And like in town they have like, you know, really popular right now is like the ketamine IVs for depression and stuff, and then in some places they have the MDMA therapy,
but it's like so minuscule of an amount.
The doses are so
and it's
small.
Doctor like they're right there with you when it's happening, and
you have to like they like screen you, and like you have to like go through all these things like. So just think about that, guys. And like I know that like mushrooms are legal in some states, which is cool, but like also like just like marijuana, there's like doses and like warnings and stuff. So just like, you know, be safe out there when you party and stuff and try new things.
Yeah, definitely. Don't feel peer pressured.
Yeah, don't feel peer pressured. And then
you
like
don't have to do even
everyone.
You don't have to do drugs,
yeah, everyone's like body's different too. So like maybe your friend loves it, and then like you take it, and then you could be depressed for the rest of your life, or you know.
Not to like scare people, but like we've literally worked with drug-induced schizophrenics.
Yeah.
So
it happens. And that's, I feel like that like is always like such a trip. Like I'm like, these people just like they're just like messed up. Like they just can't go back, and like their brain
is permanently fried. Yeah. There's no healing that, because when your brain is damaged, your brain is damaged. Like there's no fucking medications. There's no like pills or supplements that you can take that'll heal your brain.
Exactly.
It's gone. So
yeah.
That's why when they do brain surgery on people, the second they open up your skull, it's brain damage. Period. Because the oxygen hit it. It's different now. Yeah.
I know.
It's pretty crazy. Very crazy. Your brain is an important thing. It's literally who you are.
You know what I was thinking the other day? I was over at someone's house that we both know, and like we were watching clips of like baddies and this and that, and like I just like see these girls giving so many fucking headshots, and I'm just like, dude, ain't no way these like I was like, I swear this is why they're crazy, because they have like so much head
They have like
trauma.
literally what is it, CTE?
What's
Like
that?
like what people get from concussions and stuff like
Okay,
that, where they get
yeah.
really aggressive later on and
Yeah.
stuff. Well, also I was literally thinking about this too because not just the shows or whatever, but like I don't know, they not CTE, but like I don't know. I mean, because those shows promote fighting, so they want these people to fight.
Yeah.
But like, have you seen like, because what is it called? UFC, where it's different fighting types, different fighting styles, and they
Like
fight each other.
MMA and
And they
like
have boxing, and they have
yeah.
like jujitsu. They have like all the people, right? They
Yeah.
all can
And
fight
that's
each other.
what's that? The Ultimate Fighter Championship?
UFC. I
Okay,
think
is
that's
that
what it means. I think
Okay.
so. I think it's what it
Yeah,
means.
okay, that was my guess. I'm not sure.
There was two guys who were fighting, and one of the dudes did an illegal punch on the dude's head, in the back of his head.
Yeah.
That guy is not the same. He had to learn to walk again. He literally fucked up his speech. He can't think properly. Like, he is off of one illegal punch. Now imagine these bitches who don't care about each other. It's not a professional paid thing. They're just going at each other. Like, it's more surprising to me that they haven't accidentally killed somebody or damaged somebody in that way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I wonder, like, if they were to do, like, if they had like the money or the like want to, because they might have the money, but to get them all checked before and then like have them checked after, that could be like something. Like, I know that in the movie industry and TV industry, there's always a bunch of like issues for, back in the day, child actors, women actors, just in general being overworked. And I know like right now on like TV series, especially like through streaming services, they have like maybe not good, like, they don't get enough food, they don't get this, they don't get that. So there's not like rights for people. And I wonder if that's something that'll later be developed. Like one day someone's going to come from the show and be like, I got messed up because I was on this show and like you guys need to like take,
yeah, definitely
more steps into making sure we're okay. Or like, and I did notice that like, Bad Girls Club on MTV, they have the people to pull them apart after like 1 to 2 hits, versus like these other shows where there's no security. They're just at it and then they're running back for more, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like,
you be literally seeing people pull hair out of their skull.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. People, you guys are scary. I've never fought in my life.
That's scary.
I've never fought
in
my life, and I don't know if I ever will. And if it came down to it, I fear I would just like freeze, like let you hit me.
I would straight to the ground. I'm balling up. Like, I don't know.
You just pass them on them.
You gotta cover my head. You gotta cover the vital areas. I'm not trying to get pepper spray killed, bruh. No, and like, cause like, I'm also never been in a fight really, and I don't think that I ever will be, hopefully, cause I like to think I'm pretty good at diffusing some situations.
Yeah.
Or walking away. But dude, if it comes down to it, I think it's a scary thought to think that like your whole life might be changed. Because one hit and you go down and you hit the ground with your head, over. Dead or fucking like brain dead. And that's worse. Like, that shit sucks, bro. Yeah. Like, and then they're murdered.
I've seen videos of that too, like,
Yeah. And that happens more like often than not. And like, these young people be doing it. They be fighting. Yeah. And not even like really. Because I want people to hear me. Hear me now when I say this. If you get into a fight, if you're throwing punches, just know that one of those punches could be the thing that kills somebody. And you're a murderer. Like, that's it. And like, you just killed somebody and you ruined your life. Like, it's all it takes.
And like, it could be like, it's crazy like how mad people get over things, because like it could be as like little as like, oh, you looked at my girl.
Yeah, that's
or like,
crazy.
Or like, I saw you like dogging me.
Yeah. Or like, what? Yeah, like, and that's crazy because like, I feel like, I don't know, people who are sensitive to enough to be like, what are you looking at? Or like, why are you looking at me? Half the time aren't even being looked at.
Yeah.
It's just like they're just like their inner fucking whatever it is that's making them feel that way, which is like really nuts. And I feel like if you, I don't know, bro, just if you have anger issues like that, like, go seek help, because fighting's not the answer. It's not the answer.
Yeah, that's like find like some peace, like meditate, like yogi, like sometimes like going for that like hippie stuff, like I don't know, I guess like people are just really, really mad. And like, I feel you, I see you, I understand you, but like you just can't always be mad.
I feel like if you want to be mad, but like channel it into something better, like art or fucking, I don't know, be mad at a video game. That's not hurting nobody. You know what I mean? Play a
Yeah.
fucking video game, get your anger out that way. Go punch a punching bag. Go
Yeah.
fucking go use that energy in a different way, because when you stew or you just be like, I'm an angry person, I just want to be angry, like yeah, you're gonna fucking end up in more worse situations. Like being self-aware is the very first step in being a better person, I feel like. And I feel like it's crazy because I feel like as self-aware people or people who are, well, I guess I don't know if I should just speak for myself or whatever, but like people who go out of their way to try and be self-aware or go out and find like things about themselves in order to improve, it it shocks me how many people just don't do that.
Yeah.
It's not like in their nature to like be like, oh, I'm doing this thing. No, it's more in most people's nature to blame everybody else for the way that they feel and act and stuff like that, which is really nuts to me because it's like the the world is not why you're fucking punching random people or getting angry at
Yeah.
random people, and the world is not, why you're like lying and instigating and being somebody who's like spreading rumors, like everything that you think is wrong with everybody else and everything else, and it's causing you to be this negative version of yourself is not what it is. You are the reason why you're that negative version. I need you to be better. I just do. I just need you to be better because you can't keep blaming everybody else and everything else.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because I feel like you said, like those people like really don't even care. They're just like
No.
not aware, or like some like love it, like some love that life for them. Like they want to go out there and beat everyone's ass. Like they're
Yeah, that's
always
true.
looking for a fight, or that's why they're stirring up the pot because they want us
They
like
want to fight.
yeah.
And that's exhausting. I just don't get it. But hey, I guess just don't come around me. I guess I'll just can't be friends with people like that because it's too tiring. And I mean, I feel like I have family members that have always been like, not aggressive, but not shy when it comes to being in those situations.
Yeah.
Um, Grow the fuck up. At some point, grow up. It's like, dude, it's so played out. Like, you're not a kid anymore, and the repercussions for shit like this is like extreme.
Yeah.
They're no longer like, oh, you're grounded. Like, no, repercussions for getting in these fights and being a fucking nuisance and an asshole in public is jail. It's jail time, and the more times you do it, it's prison time. Like, just chill out, yo. It's not worth it. And I just feel like it's like lame. It's like low key lame. You know what I mean? To be
Mhm.
that aggressive,
Yeah.
it's lame, bro.
Yeah. Well, crazy. Don't be fighting, guys. Don't be fighting. Um, I don't know. Crazy. Can't even imagine what it would feel like to get hit. I'm like, my little sister like play punches me and she's just so strong and that hurts so bad. And I'm also, I guess, just very sensitive. Like, she just gives me like a little flip, and I'm like, ah. And she's like, Sissy, that was not even hard. I was like, you're just so strong. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I always like to think that I could take a punch. Don't punch me. But
Don't punch me.
I have always thought that like maybe I could take a punch from like and like not in a sexist way, but like I feel like I could take another punch from a girl, but like most men, I feel like if they were to punch me, I probably would cry or something.
Yeah.
I'm sensitive in that way.
And then it's crazy. I think like that there's like the divide of like the men who will hit a girl.
Yeah, and the men who won't.
And the ones that won't. And then the girls who won't hit men and girls that will always beat a man's ass.
Beat a man's ass. Yeah.
Crazy. I know. I get like, I don't know. It's crazy. I wouldn't hit anyone.
My thing is like, because I don't fight, but like if like people were gonna fight, my suggestion is like men or women or whatever, they thems, if you're equally matched, fuck it, fight. If you're equally matched, fuck it, you might as well fight. But like if you know for sure, for a fact, whether you're a woman and it's a man and he's weaker than you, or reverse or whatever, if you know they're weaker than you cannot be hitting them back. Because like in that sense, like you just know you're gonna fucking destroy them, and like that's not fair. But if you're equally matched, why not fight?
Why not?
Why not? Fuck it, get it out, I guess, as long as no one dies. I don't know. I've never been I always say I'm a pacifist, but I do be getting angry. Like I do get pretty angry at people and I'm like,
have you ever yelled at like someone?
oh yeah. No, yes, when I was like much younger, like when I was much
Yeah.
younger. Nowadays it's not worth my energy to yell at anybody.
Crazy.
Raising my voice is different than yelling, let me say that. Also.
Oh, you raise your voice a lot then?
I'll raise my voice, especially if I'm in the car alone and I see
Oh
idiot
no,
drivers.
I
I'm
mean
raising my voice.
like face to face, not like so they can't hear you.
Yeah, I've done it with management before. I've definitely like felt irritated by upper leadership and stuff like that and have gotten loud with them. But yelling hasn't happened in a really long time, I feel like.
Yeah.
Really long time. But when I was younger, like that was the closest time I've ever gotten to a fight was like me chasing this girl down for saying some crazy shit to me and then being like yelling at her like why would you say that, da, da, da.
Yeah.
And then I still didn't fight her because she was like crying and then I
Oh
was
my
like
gosh,
see
yeah.
like I'm not gonna fight somebody, I can't do it. Like
Yeah.
I'm too sensitive, I think, for that. I don't genuinely want to hurt people, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's like not in my wheelhouse to hurt people.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, I think most
I'm
people
like
should be that way.
mine too, but I was
Most
just saying
people should
good
be
on
that
you.
way,
Good
yeah.
on you also. But I was gonna say I like I don't know, the other day I was just like, dude, I was like, damn. I was like, I feel like this past month has been like so like off for me, like in the sense of like, I mean, life's good, but like just off because like I haven't been like using my planner and like writing stuff down that I need to write down or like you know, like being mindful and intentional of like important stuff or like responsibilities and stuff. And then I'm just like I was like, dude, I was like, I feel like it's crazy that like you just go through these like phases where you just kind of like don't care about anything and then you just kind of fall off and then you're like, okay.
Do you think it has anything to do with like being exhausted?
No, because this is before all of this. But well, like I don't know. I swear, if I don't write stuff down, if I don't like organize, then I feel like I have way too much going on to just like not keep track of stuff.
I think we were both just talking about how like if it's not on the calendar, it's so easy to forget about.
Yeah, because you almost missed our show, but we got it.
I was there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, guys, Dust had sushi another night.
Yeah.
So
we figured it out.
But I was just like, okay, like I feel like sometimes because I feel like I've just been like super like not present, like obviously with you, yeah, or like with my friends and family and stuff, but I mean like at work or stuff, like because
with everybody you're still present there in that situation.
Oh, like I'm like if you're talking to me and stuff, yeah, but like when I'm like you know, by myself or whatever, just like podcasting, just like in here and not really like out here. And I think it's like depending where I am, if I'm somewhere for a long time, I'm like, oh, whatever, like zone out, just be doing this. Yeah. But that was a segue to, I was like, oh yeah, I got to be like mindful and intentional again.
Yeah.
And that was just a reminder for you guys to like, don't forget that like if you fall off of whatever track you're trying to do, it's okay to fall off. Just get back on. Don't stop trying, guys.
Right.
You know,
as long as you get back on.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. Hop back on it. But yeah, I was gonna say, let's get into the word of the day.
Let's do it.
Okay, it is bogus.
That's one of my favorite words. That is absolutely one of my favorite words.
Why is it your favorite word?
It is such a fun word to say. Okay. Bogus. And then also like the implication is almost ridiculous. It's almost like silly. It's like this sucks in a way that's silly almost. Like that's what I think bogus feels like. What does it mean?
It means an informational my bad. An informal word used to describe something that is not real or genuine, making it a synonym for such words as fake, false, and counterfeit.
Yeah. Like I'll be like if I get like, I don't know, not necessarily bad news, but something like I didn't want to hear, or like, I don't know, like at work, sometimes we're able to go home early. So if I ask my boss like, oh, is there a chance? And he says, oh no, not today. I go, that's bogus. Like that
Yeah.
sucks. Like you're being fake right now. Like I can't believe it. But it's good. I love that word. What a good word.
Nice. I just remembered that we also started the show Adults on Hulu.
Oh yeah, you were talking about it. I had seen ads on it, and then you came over, and we finally watched the first 2 episodes together,
Yes,
and it was
yes.
so funny. That
It's
show's
hilarious,
hilarious,
guys.
Yeah, definitely check that one out too. So funny.
Yeah, crude humor for sure. Adults.
And but it is so definitely like of the times.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's definitely like up to date for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
It's so good. It's very realistic in the way of like, yeah, if you had these kind of eccentric friends, this is exactly what you guys would be doing.
Yes. I just tabbed over to the slang. In number 1, we have Fafo. Number 2, we have Promposal. And number 3 hasn't been on the board. It's Crash Out.
Crash Out. I love that.
Which for people who don't know what that means, it is to become suddenly or uncontrollably angry or distressed.
Which is like, they have like terms like the crash out friend or whatever, where like somebody is like in the group is just that person who's so quick to fight and so quick to like just blow up or be upset about things.
And then I was to say that's like, I think that was also a trend for a little bit, like, oh, I'm gonna crash out because like the guy I'm dating, this and that, blah blah blah.
This is a crash out scenario or whatever. Or like people will say,
or like, what was your craziest crash out? Or
people will say, or hear you talk about whatever like crazy thing that happened or that you did, and then they'll be like, oh, that was a like necessary crash out, or like that makes sense for a crash out.
Yeah. And number 4, we have Neurospicy. And in number 5, we have Utah Curls. So interesting. I wonder if Utah Curls are trending because the new season of
I was like, they were the ones who coined it first.
Yeah.
So some Mormon YouTubers or whatever.
TikTokers.
No, I think they were YouTubers first. The first ones to do the Utah Curls.
Oh, okay.
But because there was also like that channel. It's crazy how much I know about this stuff, but like not.
Are you a secret Norman?
I'm Norman.
You wish you were Norman, which is
Paranorman.
I know that's what he was talking about.
I don't know, but they have these crazy things like what's okay to say or do in the bedroom and all this other crazy videos.
Oh my god, I saw this like TikTok and it was like Mormons getting a tattoo and like the friends like shaking the arm while the needles.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's hilarious. I love that. That's a good joke.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Well. Anything else, Jess?
Yeah. I was gonna say on like scope of being mindful, I was like gonna bring in just a little bit of gratitude. Just grateful for my car and my dogs and my house and my family and friends and good podcasts, good music, great movies. My sister's like, you're going to the movies again? Why are you always at the movies? And I'm like, dude, I love the movies. I appreciate beautiful cinema, visuals, audio. I just, just crisp. I love people's like, I feel like a movie's just like a quick book. Just tell me about what your little brain thought up. And they're so cool. I'm like, wow, genius. Or, original. That was like a sarcastic original, but.
What do you mean?
Like when they just do something that's already been done.
Oh, sure.
And you're like, ah.
I do. I love a refreshing movie. I was just talking, like, not to go, I won't go too long on this, but I was just talking about, because we were going to go see this movie, and I was telling somebody about it. I was like, yeah, it's a horror movie. I was like, I hope it's good, because, there's not too many really good ones anymore. Like, the ones that come out, they're not always the best. Yeah. I was like, but they're all right. And then I was talking about how when I watched Hush, where the girl's deaf, you seen that one?
No, I have not seen that one.
Well, a girl's deaf, and there's a guy trying to kill her, and the movie will cut back and forth from having audio to no audio.
Okay,
so you're
nice.
Just like her, and then you can't hear
anything. Okay, nice.
And stuff, and it's so scary. And I was like, that was such a refreshing movie because it's like so brand new. Yes. To me.
Did you end up watching that the POV from the Ghost scary movie that came out? I can't remember the name right now. that I was talking about where it's all from the ghost's perspective. And I said I wasn't very fond of it, or like I it was okay, but I just thought,
I think I vaguely remember you saying that, but no, I did not
but
watch
then so when you watch it, let me know what you think, because then like a group that a podcast I moderate for, the admin group, one of the girls was like, I loved it, best movie ever. And a lot of people in the group were saying the same thing. And I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know, I could be a harsher critic because I see so many scary movies and just kind of like.
Well, it's crazy if you were a harsher critic, just because like in a not too long ago podcast you were talking about how you love every single movie you go see.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it, but I don't know, I guess I just would have ended it differently, or like, I don't know. And everyone's like, oh, the plot twist was crazy. And I'm like, was it? I was like, I guess, like, sure, the idea, but I just feel like for the movie being the first of its kind, I felt like if I was the writer, and I guess maybe to them that was like it, I feel like it could have ended way better. Like, I just thought the ending was like dumb, but like it had to end that way to make the ending make sense, I guess, to go with her writing or their writing. I don't even remember who directed it or wrote it, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I love all movies. Like, even if they're
called?
that's why I do not remember
okay.
what it's called, but yeah.
All right. And with that, have a great day, great evening, and good night. Bye.
Bye.